time to install some windows and doors. After a lot of days of working on the windows and doors, trying to prep them for installation, I think we're ready to try our first window. We've had a couple of false starts, so this is not the first day that we're like, we're gonna install windows and doors. So we are going to try install the 2 double door frames. And we finally install the windows and doors. And then it doesn't actually work out. But today I think we can. I'm excited. Also today is gonna be a very, very busy and productive day, we hope. Because it's not raining. And we have a rain alert and a wind alert coming up. Yes. In case you're new here, this area we live in has extreme wind in autumn, and we hoped it would start maybe a bit later, but they're already starting now, which means we need to prepare the structure for it. The wind alert is for...
in 2 days.
2 days. We still are thinking whether the best strategy is perhaps leaving everything open, taking everything in, letting the wind go through, because I don't think all the doors and windows will be installed in time, because the main one, that's gonna take a while. But let's just start and then we'll see.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Let's go.
Let's go. Keeping this gap closed was such a good idea. Has protected our building from a ton of water damage. But today we're gonna start with this window, so it's time to prep the gap.
Before we can put the window in, it's very important that we make sure that there's not going to be water penetration in the future, or when there is, that it cannot damage any of the structure. And for that, we have some tapes that we can use, especially for the sill. That's the most important part. So we're going to prep the opening now, put one of the tapes, put a little ridge that the window is going to lie on, and then tape over that as well. So any water that can come in from underneath when you have horizontal rain should be able to flow out.
Trying this for the first time. Hope I'm doing this right. Let's try. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does stretch. It does stretch. I'm more nervous about this now. This looks cool. Fun! With a capital F.
Okay, cool. Next.
Satisfied.
There we go.
We're gonna put no more tapes in here, but just to tell you why we're putting this, there is a possibility of water coming down here. There's an opening here that should be covered, but water enters here, it will fall down this wall, and then it will sit in this corner. And these are the corners normally that slowly start to deteriorate, rot. So that's why these corners need to be properly protected. That's what we're doing now.
Cool! I love taping so much. Every time we have to tape something, I love it. I find it so satisfying. Don't you?
We're gonna tape so much.
I know, it's so fun. I love it. First time trying the table saw. We're a bit scared. We're both a bit overcautious at the moment. Okay, shall we just start? This is taking a few tries. Oh, stressful. Okay, this, by the way, we could of course buy. But we have extra wood and we have the tools, so why not try them?
And we have free electricity.
To install the window, we need a little piece of wood that part of the window will stand on. The plan is we're gonna nail this, then we put another tape over it. Does this look good or what? Then we finish the top corners and then I think we're ready for the window. Cookie! Hola, mi amor. Hola. We've just been petting Cookie and feeding him. You ready to go home? Night is the best part of the day. Always the best part of the day.
Okay, corners are done, corners are done, corners are done.
Bottom is done.
Now we have to think of how we are going to put this thing in. It's quite heavy, this window, and we're 2 people. It needs to be lifted all the way till here. Are we going to do it from the outside?
Well, if we do it from the inside, the problem is that
we don't have anything here.
Yeah, it can topple over.
Yeah.
Whereas if we do it from the outside, it's more difficult because it's more height.
Yeah, but we can put it on here and then lift it up.
But we can also put clamps there to make sure that it doesn't fall over. Installing windows is easier with 3 people than with 2.
Or with 6.
Okay, fine.
More than 2 at least.
I'm worried here about the lifting because it's quite a big height and the window is very heavy. There's also a lot of mud on the ground, so it's slippery, but the plank should help. But how are we going to lift it up? Maybe from here.
I think like if you're on that side and I'm on the heavy side, we should be fine. Yes, we're gonna do this.
Maybe we're ready?
Mentally?
I don't know. Mentally, I'm having a bit of a... It's gonna be fun. I just seeing you so flustered. It's scaring me.
It is a scary moment. So.
Yeah. Please go well. Please. Please go well.
Final words?
No, baby. Confidence. Don't stress me out.
Yes, we are ready. Born ready.
Between saying that we were gonna install it and actually doing it, it's been a while. We've been prepping a lot of things. I think we've thought of everything.
We can do this, babe. We have done everything so far, so this is peanuts.
Yes. We're strong, we're smart. Let's go slowly by slowly.
Slowly by slowly, but we need to go in one go because we cannot put it on the ground there.
1, 2.
Can you lift it or not?
Yeah, it's already up. That's not bad. Okay.
Can you make it that high?
I'm gonna try, yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. You have it?
I'm in.
Wait. Oh.
You can do it. Yeah, good.
Ooh.
Come here and push them in.
What?
Push them in.
Okay, they're in now. I'm talking to myself.
I'm talking to myself. 1, 2. There, do you have one finger?
Yeah.
Cool. Good job, baby. Okay, now come out again, because now you have to line the bottom 2 corners out again. Good.
Yeah, perfect.
Good job.
Perfect.
Okay, the 2 sides are still the same?
This finger. Yes.
Okay, get the screwdriver. Wait. Yeah. Stop.
Oh my god, babe, we did it. I can't believe it.
We're not there yet. Wait.
It looks so good. I'm so proud of us.
We did it! It's in! It looks so nice. This looks really good.
You happy with the detail?
Yeah, this still looks very nice. I'm
It's
really happy.
very good. And we did great. It looks great, babe. I'm so proud of us. Okay, cool. Let's continue.
Let's go.
Okay, so now we have to put a foam in between the gap of the window and the building. In case you want to know, this is the foam thing we were just talking about. This is the brand. And that foam has 1 hour to expand and seal the gap that we're leaving now.
Initially we wanted to put spray foam in, like
No, initially we wanted to put this, then we cut the budget and decided to put spray foam.
yeah.
And then we decided that spray foam is way too environmentally contaminating.
It's just a really bad material to
Yeah,
use. So we tried to avoid it. So we got this.
More expensive, but hopefully worth it.
Yeah.
More difficult for the installation for us.
Yeah.
The foam now would have been really easy to
Done.
It's much easier than having to put this in, etc. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you the gap so that you know what we're talking about.
So you don't seal the seal. You only seal the 2 sides and the top. And
Okay.
we want to do 2 layers to just make it better, because this is a thermic seal.
You're not in the camera at all.
This is a thermic seal. So the more we put, the better. And it's very
Okay.
thin, as you can see.
I would do the inside first because that's what we have to do with the screws and no
Yeah.
screws. And then the outside we just finish off.
Yeah. And then tape it off on the outside. And then the inside we wait.
We have a window. We have a window. This is gonna be so cool. Okay, wait. Because now I'm stressing out about the time.
No. You're fine. You have an hour. Maybe we should have put it on the window first. No.
I think it would have been a bit easier, but let's just stick it there.
Stick it to the man, Ali. Stick it to the man. I'll hold it.
Why is this so difficult? We could have done this so easy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect the window would go so well. It's a learning moment.
Okay, cool. Oh, we've done one side. One of the 3 sides went in. So we're doing it all around on the inside, and on the outside only the top side, the sides and the top. We thought about sticking it to the window directly, but we were too afraid that it would expand really quickly and that we wouldn't manage to install the window in time.
Yeah, we would take forever to install a window, and then.
But it went so smoothly that we could have definitely done that. So for the next things, we're gonna stick it to the frame so that we don't have to then shove it in the gap.
You cannot see it very well. There's something going on there with the phone.
Oh, wait. Okay. Cool. Looks good, babe.
Ugh.
Lunch break. Oh, I was so looking forward to this. What time is it?
5:30.
5:30. We haven't stopped since this morning. I also especially look forward now to meal breaks because we're watching this new YouTube channel that's called Jetlag the Game. And there's 3 dudes normally that are traveling but making a game out of it. It's so much fun.
Super entertaining.
Very addictive.
Very addictive. Yeah.
Super addictive. So I look forward to every moment we can take. The clouds are super dark, babe.
It's not gonna rain.
But it's so dark.
Yeah, but it says it's not gonna rain.
Are we ready to like if it starts raining?
To run?
Yeah.
Everything is sealed. The window is fine.
And we just have to like close that corner.
Tape it.
It should be fine. I'm gonna eat. See you afterwards. Gonna continue to clean the hinges as much as possible. We're gonna put the little window in and then we're gonna tape it. How are we gonna do it?
With brute force? Oh no, not with brute force. No, wait. Down.
Okay. Good job.
Wait. No. It needs to be lined up first. It doesn't seem to be fully wanting to. Come on!
Careful with your hand.
Dude!
Okay.
Oh my god, dude. Like, don't be so difficult. This is hard. Why is it not going in? Why, dude? Why don't you fit?
Okay. Give me. Why didn't we take it off? You didn't account for this.
No, I thought because it's existing it will be fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Take your time. It's all good. Good
Oh
job!
God, it's been scratched everywhere.
No, really?
Yeah.
Aye.
The doors will be easier than this, no?
No.
Really?
Yeah, the doors will be easier. It doesn't have the spin. Oh yeah.
It's all fine. We have enough paint. We'll figure it out.
We need to do some patch ups.
We've scratched the window maybe 200 times in this process. So we did one layer of primer, 1 layer of paint, thinking, oh, the last layer of paint will do when it's installed, in case we damage it a lot in installation. It's gonna be another 2 layers to cover up the scratches.
And then another jar of paint to just keep on doing this every year. Hiya! Okay, that's another spot.
Scratch number 301. Oh yeah. We did it, babe, one day. It took us 1 day to install a window. It's the first time we ever install a window. Pretty proud.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's filled up.
You filled up?
Yeah, look.
Look, this is how that foam looks now that it has grown and it's covering the whole gap. Okay, great, because now we can put the tape then.
Yeah.
We do that and then we're done for today?
Yeah, it's 7:30. Okay, so now we put a thermal seal on with the foam on the inside and outside. It's time to make it waterproof, and that we use this tape for. We have so many tapes.
We have like 25 types of tape.
And this is special tape that doesn't let the water come in, but still lets the evaporation go through.
It's
From the
breathable.
inside. It's breathable.
Beautiful, but
And it's a very handy tape because it has 2 lines. This line goes on the window, which is thinner, and this goes on the outside, which is thicker. Why do you want it? That's not nice.
No.
Okay, let's go for it.
Exhaustion levels.
This is when decisions are made quicker.
When the tiredness is there, we just want to progress. I
me
can't wait
too.
till this is like nice gravel.
Yeah,
And I can-
soon.
My battery. I hope I'm doing this okay. This is stressful. Maybe we should have marked it. Is this okay? Maybe you have to respond.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
it's super good. It's like the best thing I've ever seen.
If you mock me, you do it.
I'm not mocking. No, that is the best thing I've ever seen.
That was mocking. Hey, we did a window today. Craziness.
Looks cool. Looks properly damaged already.
It's all fine.
It's all fine.
It's all fine.
Now we know. Learning moment 2.0. No, this is good.
What's up?
Just admiring our work.
You immediately worry me. You're looking out and I'm like,
Oh no!
when did you realize? Okay, then it'll go out. I like it. No.
Shall I do it?
I can try. Wait.
You have? No, you don't have one. You did it! Look at you! Done! Watertight ceiling. No, what? Watertight windows.
Watertight ceiling!
That was it. We're gonna
Go
call
to
it a
bed.
night. See you tomorrow.
I go to bed. Go inside.
Ciao!
8:30.
Woo!
Good time. This is my favorite part of the day. I have breakfast and I get ready in bed just so I can maximize warm laying down time. It's really nice. I also buy things online like staples. We need staples. Okay, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna start off by painting today. I get to listen to my book. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's beautiful. The sun is out. There's a lot of clouds, but the sun is shining on my face. I can't believe it. Yay!
Some B-roll of the environment so you get to see how pretty everything is, more pretty.
Oh, the clouds are funky looking. The clouds look really strange.
Okay, so the clouds start being funky somewhere over here, and then they continue being funky across the sky. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if I'm capturing it at all. It's like they're linear, they're like, I don't know, it's very, very strange.
Cool. Let's get to the studio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We have a window. Everything's looking fine. Also, another piece of good news, I think, is that the alert for very high winds, which was for tomorrow, has now been moved to Friday, which means that we have a couple more days to prep everything for the very high winds. The alert of winds always scares us because last autumn we were here and this is not normal weather. Like when there is an alert for wind, it's really scary. It throws off big stone slates from people's roofs. Yeah, you have to basically make sure that there's nothing that can be blown away. And with the studio in this state, we're like, oh my God, how are we gonna have to prepare for that? So now we have a couple more days to kind of think of a strategy and see what we do. It's very handy. And I'll stop blabbing, start preparing. This is a very nice thing of painting, that I can just sit here and listen to my book, which I have a lot of thoughts on. I really love talking about this thing, so I will tell you some of my thoughts in a bit when I can take a break from painting, because with a mask it's difficult to talk. But yeah, I'm really enjoying my book so far. All done. Well, so I wait for the doors to dry and before I start sanding again, I thought I would talk about the book I'm listening to. Okay, so I'm listening to High Conflict by Amanda Ripley, I think. That's how you pronounce it. And it's been really interesting. It's another nonfiction book and it's another like trying to learn to understand the human condition type of books. But it's very captivating, easy to listen to. I'm really enjoying it. The whole book is about high conflict, which she calls high conflict, or maybe it's generally known as high conflict. High conflict is not a concept I had heard of before. But basically she makes a big distinction between normal conflict, which is healthy, disagreement. It's part of growth. It's really important to be able to have differing opinions, and high conflict, which, without getting into much detail because you can always listen to the book, is a conflict that really has a me versus you dynamic, good versus evil, where the parties involved truly believe that they are in the right no matter what. There's no listening, there's no empathy, there's no connection with the other party, and it's a conflict that very, very easily leads to violence, which has an element of hate integrated, which explains a lot of the polarization that we have in our society nowadays and in different moments in time. I'm only halfway through, but listening to her describe high conflict, how we fall into it, how easy it is for humans to look for categories or for groups and associate to that group, and how, depending on how these groups are organized or institutions are organized, or even yourself, depending on how you work with yourself, you can either create a very fruitful society where, yes, there is identities, but you still work together, you still can understand the other side, you can debate things, or you can create a very polarized situation where hate takes over and there is no constructive anything except just wanting to destroy the opposition. Listening to her kind of has cemented a lot of ideas I've been building over the years of how important it is to not allow yourself to get into this type of mindsets, because you can really easily fall from having a differing opinion into hate and wanting to destroy the opposition. And it also has cemented an idea that I think I'm becoming more and more convinced of, and that is that hate, it's like a drug, it's addictive. If you're experiencing hate, it's much more likely that you want to experience more hate. And it's also like a disease, it's contagious. I really think that hate fosters hate, love fosters love. There's something about how we talk nowadays in many environments, but especially online, how cruel people can be, that I think has to be stopped, because when there is that one source of hate, it's just much more likely that it will make other people latch onto that and also feel hate. Whereas if you have compassion, kindness, love, as an example, it's much more likely that you go towards that. This book is generating a lot of thoughts. It really explains the situation we're in today and how difficult political conversations can be, and even non-political conversations. I find it heartbreaking, for example, going to see the news and seeing, it being reported that this many children have died, and then seeing people in the comments celebrating the deaths of the children. No matter your political ideology, no matter nothing, we should never be in an emotional state where you celebrate a child's death. That is so bizarre to me. I hope the book will go towards more general ways in which these patterns can be changed. It certainly is really good for personal growth. I'm going to work much more on not creating the me versus them dynamic. I think it's very natural for humans to do that, to be like, I do this and I'm right because of this, and because they don't believe in this or they don't do this, they are wrong. I already work on that, but after reading this book especially, I'm going to work on it much more. I also want to take the word hate out of my vocabulary. Also, after reading Atlas of the Heart, which I need to reread again, it's such a good book, I recommend it, so good. But after reading Atlas of the Heart, I also thought, I should get rid of the word hate, because hate comes with the intent to destroy. It has a very violent and destructive connotation to it. So I want to get rid of the word hate, because I do think language is really important. It will take me a while to get it out of my vocabulary, I think, because it's so ingrained in us that we go I hate this, I hate that, I hate the weather, I hate that. I want to kind of reprogram myself to not say the word hate. And I want to really work on continuing to be empathetic, continuing to not create division between me and anyone else, no matter how different our world points of view are, because we're all a product of our environment, we're all a product of what we're exposed to, and we're also all a product of the work we do. And I have to just be more empathetic about people that have not been exposed to the same ideals that I have, and I also have to be more empathetic towards people that are not doing the self-work that I've been working on for so long. Anyway, I don't know if any of this is interesting, but I do think it's a very important book to read, and that it kind of helps, at least on an individual level, see what is happening now in the world, in politics, in different conflicts that are ongoing, and take a step back and be very, very conscious of how you might be partaking in that. And one more thing I found really interesting, but one concept that I think this book is really crucial in pointing out is that of conflict instigators. I don't know if she uses the word conflict instigators, but conflict lovers, whatever. They're the people that are looking for that conflict. They're addicted to the hate, they're addicted to the clash. It gives them a huge sense of purpose. That's another thing that she talks about that I had never thought of. That how much high conflict gives us a false illusion of having purpose in life. Mind-blowing concept. So good, read it. But yeah, about conflict instigators, she talks about these people that basically thrive off conflict and make people rally around the conflict. And of course, you can see this in politics, you know, with figureheads being the ones that are instigating hate against others, etc. But you also have to be very aware of those people in your own life. She talks about being aware of those people that are always trying to point out something that you should be upset over that you perhaps hadn't even thought about. I thought that was, really, really eye-opening. And I see that a lot online as well, like the people that are trying to create negativity out of a situation that was not negative. This is just a silly, like, anecdotal thing. Once in a while, we get a message or a comment that's like trying to put Warner and me against each other, like showing us as opposite parties that should fight. We even like once got a comment like saying that, you know, Warner had to leave me, that he should divorce me because la 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 la. And now I have a word for this person, is that person that thrives off conflict and is trying to create a problem where there isn't. And yeah, they are addicted to hate basically, and then they're just trying to spread it. And it's very important to not give a space to those people in your life. Obviously, a comment telling us to get divorced is not gonna lead to us getting divorced. So I'm not worried in that sense. But when I saw that comment some months ago, I was like, you don't know us at all. Why would you do that? Like, why would you leave such a mean-spirited comment point out how we should not be together? Now I get it. It's a person that's just addicted to the conflict and to the hate, which is really sad for them, to be honest, because, you know, I get to just see the comment, maybe get bummed out, and then go on with my life. But they have to live with themselves being that type of person. I'll stop talking about the book now, but clearly I'm excited, and I would recommend anyone read it. That and Atlas of the Heart by Brené Brown. So good, so good. I love learning. I love personal growth, understanding the human condition. It's just fascinating stuff. It's a beautiful day in the end. Like, I think it's the warmest I've been in a really long time. I took off my tights underneath my pants. I've been wearing tights and leggings underneath my pants for weeks now, and suddenly I could take them off. I'm still wearing my long sleeve shirt in case I get cold, but it is pretty warm. I could actually be wearing a short sleeve shirt right now. This is good. Good stuff.
Lunch. Look at this monstrosity of a plate.
Lentil and rice meatballs, oven roasted potatoes, cucumber salad. All delicious.
That's really good, huh? It's some good prep food because now it's time to put some stuff on the roof, and it needs to be done before this evening. So we need to be drunk.
The clouds are rolling in.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's heavier after lunch. Oh, they really feel more heavy than normal. What has happened? No, really, like, depending on the time of the day we move them, they feel heavy or really, really heavy.
Installing them is going to be a funny exercise in itself.
I don't know if funny is the right word. Okay.
Okay, sewing machine ready?
What's the plan, Stan?
Okay, so the plan originally was to just keep on going with the doors and the windows. But because of the wind alert, we actually need to make sure that the membrane cannot fly away. So what we're gonna do is put some battens on the roof that will hold the membrane in place.
These battens are necessary anyway.
Yeah.
They're part of the structure that we need to build to put in the metal sheeting and then afterwards on the walls, the facade.
Yeah.
But if we have it already now nailed and screwed in, it will protect also the membrane from being ripped off the building. Because right now it's stapled and taped, but that's not strong enough against the winds here.
It's just basically wrapped around like a wrapping paper, but not connected to the building in any way, and that's very tricky. For both the roofing and the cladding, we're gonna need battens and counter battens, but we're only gonna put the battens on now, just to make sure the membrane is sealed, and then leave it. But first we actually need to mark all the studs on the membrane, because we had done that initially, but because of the wind and all the rain, it has disappeared. I think the marker we used was not waterproof.
Yeah, so when we were installing everything, we took the time to mark all the beams,
everything on the wall,
everywhere.
on the roof, everything.
And then the other day we went to do something with the measurements, and the lines were gone.
They're
and we
gone.
think that with the rain they've been washed away.
Yeah, we used the wrong.
I don't know if we used the wrong
Yeah,
marker.
we used the
because I
wrong
looked
one
at it.
because that one is still there. It's so stupid. Yeah.
And
Learning moment, learning moment.
it has expanded so much. This thing was so flat before, and now it's just like waves.
Yeah, that's why we need to secure it, because if the wind catches it, it's gonna go bye-bye.
Okay, done. Because the rafters we bought were of treated wood, we've left them outside, but they've grown so much mold. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to like properly scrub them down before we cut them and put them up in the roof. You're doing good, babe. You're doing good. I hope you like the roof. And now you've scared me, because now I think about it. I did do everything on the roof without you seeing it. I didn't mess up, no?
No.
Good morning. Remember yesterday when I told you we had a couple of days to prepare for the wind? The alert for very high winds, which was for tomorrow, has now been moved to Friday. I was wrong. So what are the new predictions?
Today we're having a wind alert starting from 3 p.m.
Onwards.
And then in 2 days time we have another wind alert with even stronger winds. And then the day in between we have a lot of rain.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we have to...
Juggle a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah.
So we need to definitely work on this facade.
Yeah.
So like there's no wind picking it up, and that facade on the other side, the south facade, because that's gonna get the most wind. Yeah.
There's so much stuff
Yeah.
we need to clear. So you want to put the battens first?
Battens first, and then do
And
this.
then start clearing things up. Okay, cool. Let's do it. The wind is not really strong yet, but it has already started. In fact, it started in the middle of the night at 3:30 a.m. We were both awake in bed going, oh, what do we do? And you ran out, and it had ripped off the tarps that we had up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like there was one tarp still on the facade, and the other one was luckily already down. But the one that was on the facade had completely ripped off. It was just holding on to a thread. You say that?
by a thread.
By a thread.
Yeah.
So I pulled that off, and now everything is just out in the open.
So we have to kind of come up with a game plan. Let's do this quickly. We know we need to put a few more battens on the walls
To prevent the membrane from getting ripped
ripping,
off the building.
from ripping out. So nice and not windy in here.
Yeah, that's what I was in this thing in the middle of the night. Like I walked in, I was like, where's the wind?
That is amazing.
You don't hear a thing.
No, it's nice. And we have 2 doors open. That's crazy. I'm gonna spend all my time in here, I think. I'm gonna live here permanently. I think we're just gonna clear up everything and hope for the best, because we had originally thought that we would put the double doors on one side and then the other wall would be all OSB boards, and we would like secure the
it,
building
like
so that no wind could go in.
Yeah.
But we don't have time before 3 p.m. today for that. And if the wind just keeps on picking up, we just won't be able to do it in time. So we're just gonna go as quickly as possible.
You're
I
gonna
don't
see
know.
us just running around with
Yeah.
B-roll underneath it. That's basically the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, I don't know how much we'll be able to share because we are in a time crunch.
Yeah.
But shall we go for it?
Yeah. Luckily for the rest, everything looks good. The structure looks good. It seems to be holding up.
This facade is good with the buttons.
the rooftop, if you see, also good with all the battens.
And the trailer with the last window is also still okay. So
Oh yeah, we want to make sure that the trailer doesn't
fall
flip
over. Yeah, because then the window's gone and this whole exercise goes for nothing.
Oh my god, if that window breaks. Oh, that would be, yeah, it's not gonna happen. It cannot happen.
No.
Let's get to this.
Another side done.
Okay, I was trying to record something and the wind blew the camera off and dropped really hard. So I hope it hasn't deleted all the footage because it seems like the memory card is having some issues. I had to change it. Let's hope it's still all on there. Anyway, I have to get to work.
The test.
Mountains looking pretty.
Okay, the wind is still pretty mild, but it is picking up. You notice that, the trees and stuff are starting to move more. We're starting to get more wind in here. We've cleared most of the studio up so that everything that can blow away is now inside our house. And I think we're gonna continue working on this facade for as long as we can before we just go in and rest and wish for the best. And I think that's all we can do.
So as I've mentioned before, this slab is not the best. And when they put the slab on, I think they just put it on the stones. But some stones have moved and over time, like things, just move a little bit. So there's a part here that just needs to be filled up with a little bit of concrete to secure it a bit more and prevent any future cracking from happening. There's already one small crack, but we're gonna make sure that that's not gonna crack any further.
Crack as well. Does it fit?
If it fits, yes.
No, it doesn't.
Fits with pressure.
No, it doesn't fit. 2 mil. Now it fits.
Now it fits, only 3 times of cutting.
Yeah.
Easy.
I need lunch.
Shall we stop?
We need lunch.
We need lunch for sure.
So tired.
Brute force, Ali, brute force.
No!
Yeah, this I can nail, it's fine. Okay.
We cannot continue. We have to do something bigger, but we're both so tired and hungry that we're gonna take a lunch break and try after lunch. I hope the mic is picking all this up. I don't know! Time lapse.
We're back from lunch. And it's time to start working on the west facade.
We were already working on that facade before.
That is true. But now we're gonna put the bottom flashing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we're doing that we're not explaining to camera
No,
because they're too technical, but we are putting a layer of
mesh,
to prevent rodents from going in.
because we have a big rodent issue.
And then we're putting a layer of plastic flashing to prevent the water from going in. We would love to have put metal flashing, but that was a bit too pricey for our budget, and we had this plastic here already.
Yeah, it's very thick plastic that we can use. So we thought, why not? Like, it makes a lot of sense since it's free. So we're gonna put that.
Way harder to work with than we thought it would be.
So
we thought
difficult.
we would put it, and then with a heat gun we would mold it to the building, and you can put the heat gun on it, and this plastic does not budge, it does not melt, nothing.
No. So but we're gonna have to put that first, because after that we're gonna want to put some of the battens on, the counter battens of the facade. So we're gonna make sure that the membrane on this facade cannot blow away. The other facades now are trapped. So they're all fine, except for that one, but I think that one will be fine. But this one could be an issue still, so we want to make sure that that's
We're doing
taken
what
care
we
of.
can.
We just keep working. It's also the spot where there's least wind, because the building is blocking the wind. So the moment you sit here along the facade, it feels much nicer than in any other spot on the land at the moment. So it's also a good spot to work on. Let's keep going.
I wish we had metal flashing in our budget.
It was a good idea on paper.
We'll finish off the corners nicely in another moment in the future. Look how fast the clouds are moving. It's been all day like this. It's crazy.
Okay, we're reaching the peak of the wind speeds. In another 2 hours, we're gonna reach the peak. Like, it's proper now. But the structure seems to be holding up.
We're quite protected in here.
It's like, we're so amazed with how quiet and relaxed it is the moment you get into the
Because
structure.
outside it's...
Yeah, it's proper. You probably hear it on the camera as well, maybe not.
I don't know. Wait, I cannot hold the camera. Look at me, Warren.
But it's so peaceful inside. It's great. It's funny, so like here you feel it. Gone.
Yeah, but the trees really protect us.
This tree?
Yeah.
Lifesaver. Anyway, we still have the issue a little bit that tomorrow is gonna rain, and the rain is actually gonna start in the middle of the night, which is a
With
bit of
wind.
a problem. Yeah, it has a bit more wind, but the wind will come from the other side. But the rain is problematic because as long as there's a lot of wind, we cannot put any tarps to protect the openings. Hope the rain is not too bad. And I think that's just the day, no? There's not much we can do.
No, and I also noticed we're both really tired.
Yeah, last
But yeah,
night
there's not much we can do. Yeah, we didn't sleep at all. Oh, it's loud. Okay, I don't know if you hear us. There's not much we can do because we can start prepping one of the double doors for install, but we cannot finish it in time. And then we still have the problem of after tomorrow, another wind alert in which those doors cannot be in if we cannot protect this side. I think we're just gonna have to leave it for now. Like make sure everything is safe-ish for the peak wind. And then come out tonight at like 9:30.
It's pitch dark then.
At 9:30 and hope that by then we can set up the tarps so that when the rain starts, it doesn't all go in. And if not, you know that if we don't manage to put the tarps and it starts raining really hard in the middle of the night, we're gonna come out because we're gonna be too stressed to sleep.
Yeah, no, like the sleeping is not an option when I'm scared over the structure. So happy to be in this space. This is definitely gonna be our hiding spot.
Oh my god, I'm gonna spend my life in here. My life is gonna be it's bright, which
So
makes me
bright,
very
yeah.
happy. Somehow when it's windy, it does better than everywhere around.
And the views are really cool from
Pretty,
here.
it's gonna be dry, it's gonna be insulated. Ooh, what a day, what a day.
What a day.
This has been a game changer with the wind, because normally when it's very windy, you feel like you're going a bit nuts, and I always get headaches, like ear aches from the wind. But this,
Just walking around with this, yeah, we both had it on the whole day.
I'm just gonna from now on just have this in windy season.
Yeah, just walk around like that. It's really, you would notice the difference, like you're in your little bubble, no?
Yeah, I feel like I'm shouting and stuff, but at least I don't have this like constant wind hitting me. The clouds are nuts. I keep on looking at the clouds because they're just rushing by all day.
I always wonder where these winds are going. It's like, because this wind going, like it stops somewhere because it's only certain zones that have a lot of wind. Like where does it go? Does it stop in the middle of the ocean? Ugh.
What? Did something happen?
No, but it's really picking up now. You hear it. You do hear it in the structure now.
Yeah? You started hearing creak?
No, not creak, but you hear that boom, boom, boom.
I've just realized that we haven't actually prepared our little trees and plants that we planted for the wind. We thought we would have more time. Oops, sorry, the camera's being blown away. My hand. We thought we would have more time before the windy season started, and we haven't. We just haven't had. Oh, no, we thought that couldn't fly off. It just flew up. Okay, wait. We just haven't had a moment to think about that. So I really hope they survive this first windstorm. I'll be checking in on them. If they seem to be struggling, then tomorrow we'll have to prioritize preparing them for after tomorrow because the winds will be stronger then. It's not like we can do much for them, but I would like to make sure that they're at least halfway okay. The nectarine tree has lost all its leaves. It was already preparing for autumn, but today, no more leaves. Our poor baby apple trees. Oh, I hope they don't struggle too much. We definitely need to give them more support soon, but they're holding up. They're hardy. Okay, luckily the lemon and the pomegranate tree are quite protected down here. Oh, my hair. bats all over the place. But see here, they seem to be doing pretty good. They're not hit as hard. They don't look good in the sense that they're both yellowing. We're giving them abono, whatever, but clearly not enough or not the right thing because they're both yellowing. But we'll have to figure that another moment. At least they're not affected by the wind. So that's really good. And then the kiwi trees, I tied this morning when I saw that the wind was starting. So they seem okay here. I put a tie there so that it wouldn't be too affected. And then also on this side, I put a couple of ties. Okay, so quick tour of the land. Didn't show you much, but the trees are managing. It's of course not ideal, but for these 2 windstorms, they should be fine. And then we need to really prepare them for autumn because it gets way, 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 way worse than what we're having right now. So many things to do, so little time. Just like the months fly by, and it's all like it's gonna be October, and we're not ready. We're not ready for the wind. How cool is it when there's just like a little cloud floating? Love it. Look at how pretty. Stunning, huh? Yeah, whenever the sun peeks in through clouds, it creates such cool contrast, huh?
I think we're prepped for tomorrow, the heavy winds.
We're gonna take everything. Yeah. Okay. Prepped as in we're gonna take everything off and let it flow again. Because yesterday that worked really well, letting the wind flow.
Yeah, and then the day after, or the day after that, it's time to put the door. And then we need to keep going.
Rain, 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 rain. Oh my god, I can't believe how much work we still have to do.
But it's not that much. Everything is prepped to install the windows and doors.
And then we need to do all the cladding.
The roofing, the canalones, the gutters, and the cladding. And the cladding, I think, is gonna be just like bum 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 bum. It's gonna be like putting the membrane. It's just a couple of days of just bum 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 and seeing a very quick progress.
I hope so.
If we have gotten
I'm so excited for it. That's the part I'm actually most excited for.
I think that like the moment the roofing is on and then we put the cladding and you can see the combination of the wood and the colors and it looks like a proper studio.
The temperature has gone down. When I came out an hour ago, it was really mild and now it's getting cold.
Yeah, that was it. Yesterday was 25 degrees, it said, which
not
I
really.
think was a bit optimistic.
But it was quite warm, yeah.
And now it's these quick changes of temperature because tomorrow it becomes warm again. That's why we get so much wind. It's like one of the areas needs to decide
who's
about
winning
the temperature, but they're both battling right on top of our land at the moment.
You know, when it's really windy, I always worry about the little birdies. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, there's like yesterday the tree went like, and you see these birds like holding on.
Poor
for dear
babies. Like, if we could make homes for them.
We should. We should actually put a line of like birdhouses.
Yeah, I mean, I think they must be used to it here, but I do think about them a lot.
Well, we can put some birdhouses in the trees, like just make some.
Baby, the birdhouses would be blown off in 0.2 seconds. You would have to put them on the trunk or something.
No, chemical anchoring, Alex. Chemical anchoring. We have like this massive profiles. It will rip the whole tree off.
But the birdhouse will stand.
Birdhouse will be just like. Just kidding. The wind alert that was predicted for right this moment never came true. We have winds, but it's like quite manageable, which means
we're good.
Oh, good. We're gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna see you next week. Ciao.